Today's podcast is brought to you by a company who we have been using for years and takes up significant shelf space inside of our own kitchen. Biosteel Sports Nutrition.
It was a product created out of necessity 8 years ago and is trusted by athletes like Connor McDavid, Tyler Seguin, Brooke Henderson, Rosie MacLennan, and Andrew Wiggins.
They're really a leader in sports drinks for everyone from professional athletes to everyday champions.
Understand something, guys. Nothing worth ever having in this world comes easy.
Do what these champions doing if you're going to be a champion.
You control your outcome.
Who am I?
I'm a champion.
What up, champions, and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Champion. Oh my God. Oh, last time. What up, champions, and welcome back to a brand new Biosteel breakdown. As always, I'm your host, Adrian, with my co-host,
Sylvie.
And we're back breaking down a brand new topic. And if it's your first time on a Biosteel breakdown, we do one of these every Friday. Quick little nugget to carry you into the weekend. If you are a longtime listener, thank you so much for your loyalty. We really appreciate it, and we're happy to have you back, and we're glad and honored to have you back every time and every week. And so today's topic is a unique one because it's something that we never even thought about for most of our existence. And then in, I guess, maybe 50s, 60s, 70s, we started to shift to this TV dinner culture and this processed culture. And we got away from the way that we ate originally, and now there's kind of a movement or a swing back, and the pendulum's kind of recentering itself or going back to this older way of eating. And so as a result, people have a lot of questions and are confused about a lot of terms and topics that are presented in the food world. And there's a lot of manipulation that goes on with big food companies and what they project out. So one of these topics, or one of these words that shows up all the time, is organic. And so people want to know, what is organic? And I'm done talking, Sil, run with it.
Yeah, so what does it mean to be organic? So it means that a food or substance is free of synthetic additives, pesticides, chemical fertilizers, antibiotics, genetically modified organisms, so GMOs, and it has to be 95% or above these materials or these practices in order for it to be considered organic. And so why is this important? And why would we want to choose organic? So there's been numerous studies that have come out about nutritional value. So having more nutrients and benefits from a nutritional standpoint when it comes to eating organic. Environmental impact is a big one. So again, it is said that organic farms have less of a impact on our negative impact on our environment. Public health, so the use of things like antibiotics in our meat system can be negative on our health. So there's been, it can affect our endocrine system, which is our hormonal system. So there's, again, been a lot of research that has come out in the last 20 years. It's been, again, the term organic is relatively new because we started modifying our foods.
But just overall, it's just better for you.
Yes. And so pesticides and additives as well. That's a huge one. I know one of your friends actually is like very sensitive to any pesticides. So he has to eat organic produce. Like if it touches his lips, he can have these negative impacts. So, and the taste is usually better. So you'll notice, I know I notice because I've been eating this way for a while. If I eat like a non-organic apple versus an organic apple, I will notice the difference.
It tastes almost blander.
Taste. Yeah. So those are the various benefits of why you want to why you would want to choose organic. And then one of the negative things that I hear all the time is it's just so much more expensive. So price can be an issue. And so I want to list some of the foods that you can get organic that don't necessarily have as much chemical additives or pesticides or herbicides, and this is produce specifically. And then we're going to go over the ones that you probably should choose organic. So EWG.org is an amazing company, and they put out the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15. So I tell all of my clients to go to this resource. It also goes through like a host of like clean products versus dirty products, meaning that it can have a negative and has been proven to have a negative impact on our health. And so the Dirty Dozen I'm going to start with. And so these are foods that you should be buying organic when you can. We'll start with strawberries. So strawberries, again, like it's important because they can get in those little, the herbicides and pesticides can get in the little fibers that you'll see in a strawberry. So strawberries, spinach, apples, nectarines, grapes, peaches, cherries, and tomatoes, celery, potatoes, and bell peppers. So those are ones that, again, can be dirtier and have more of the pesticides and herbicides and whatever they're using be negatively affecting your health.
And I noticed that all of those have a commonality in that they have a very thin skin.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of, there's
exactly.
there's not this protective layer around them, which is interesting.
So they have an app as well. So if you want to like carry that, we're going to link it up as well, just so you can have like a little bit of a reference guide. But then the Clean 15. So these are ones that, obviously, if you want to buy organic all the time, then great. But these are ones that you don't necessarily have to choose to buy organic all the time based on it having less of a negative impact on, again, the herbicides, pesticides, and sprays and whatever they're using for this produce. So Clean 15, avocados, sweet corn, pineapples, cabbage, onions, sweet peas, papaya, asparagus, mangoes, eggplants, honeydew melon, kiwi, cantaloupes, asparagus, and broccoli. So again, kind of a commonality with having more of a skin. Some of them don't, but again, aren't as detrimental in terms of the impact of these negative compounds that are being used. So there you have it.
The papaya was the rogue one there. It was like all vegetables from North America, and then a papaya
and mangoes.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so then these are just a quick reference point for people when they're out shopping, what you should absolutely try and get organic all the time and what you have a little bit more flexibility, understanding that it's expensive, especially if you're shopping for a whole family.
Yeah.
I cringe now to think of what my parents' grocery bill would have been for us with 3 boys growing up. And so hopefully this helps you guys, whether you're shopping for a family, whether you're shopping on your own, whatever it is. And I think where you spend your dollars inside of a store is a vote towards an agricultural system that you believe in. And I think everyone, I shouldn't say that, but if you're watching this podcast, there's a chance that you care about where your food comes from, and you care about the conditions, and you care about what goes on. And those things often go hand in hand with these products. And so we hope you found that helpful. As always, if you have a question, let us know. Please share it out with your friends. If you have a friend that you're having a discussion with about these kind of topics, flip them the episode and drop a little bit of knowledge on them. So as always, head over to biosteel.com, use the code word
Champ Lifestyle, capital C, capital L.
And you can grab 15% off your very next order.
Try their new grape flavor.
That's right, grape. And that's it, right? Anything else?
That's it.
That's it. We'll be back next Friday with a brand new episode, and have a great week, guys.